Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris here, Overtime Athletes. In today's video, I just want to do a follow-up video, which is actually should be a prequel to the video that I did basically about these advanced concepts for teaching top speed. If you haven't checked out that video, make sure you click up below. Make sure you watch that video out, because I kind of turn the camera on and just start spitting to you guys. And a lot of times what it is I'll just kind of take some of your comments or something you guys might not understand, and I just try to make a video kind of about that process. So if you have comments or have suggestions for videos, make sure you comment that down below. And if you're interested in a speed program, check that down below in the description. But in that video, what I went over was basically essentially teaching top speed, right? Now there's two I've talked about between acceleration and top speed. In top speed, as a coach, what I'm trying to teach you guys, if I have a clean arm pump down and I have stability in the torso, which I train with a lot of the beginner athletes, right? If I have the strength, stability to be able to apply force, I have a nice clean arm pump and it's sound up here, it's not anything wacky or coming across the body. What I tend to focus on with the athletes that tend to be a little bit greater is increasing their force into the ground. And then usually what I tend to see is teaching the athletes how to have that residual, that recovery phase. And what I mean by that is from here, being able to stay dorsiflexion, step over the opposing knee and have a nice clean cycle and step right over and have that nice clean cycle as they're in their top speed. So as a coach, I know that that's my most bang for my buck when I'm teaching an athlete top speed. That's what I'm trying to do. So I address a lot of drills associated with teaching the athlete in that residual phase or that recovery phase to be able to obtain that cycle where they're not having that long swoop back here. That's really what my video was addressing when it came to those drills of teaching an athlete dorsiflexion. Here are a couple drills to be able to teach that and fire the glute to be able to pull the track or the ground away from you. So what I wanted to do is add two more drills, because you guys like that so much. I wanted to add two more drills that can support you guys in part of my method of teaching. Now, I would love to say there's a progression, and there is. I want you guys to know there is a progression. However, when it comes to these two drills and the three drills or five drills, three drills plus two exercises on the other one, is that depending on the athlete and what that athlete needs, you got to realize speed drills are like medicine. Sometimes I know I need one athlete to focus on, he might just need more force. This athlete might need to get the knee up higher, so we're focusing on more of a thigh pop. And this athlete here might just be completely weak and just swooping back here. So I might need to focus on hamstrings and teaching that athlete how to get in dorsiflexion. So even though there is a progression when you're taking a young athlete, if I get a fast athlete and I need to teach something on a fast athlete when it comes to speed, there can still be a progression, don't get me wrong, but I need to be able to pull a certain exercise to be able to apply to that athlete so that then they can then utilize that technique inside their actual, remember, the whole thing is to get them faster at their sport. It's not about making them, good in the gym, it's about making them better at their sport. So to get into the two drills, it's basically two where we're essentially teaching the athlete how to pop the thigh in top speed. And the way that I like to teach that is we'll go ahead and go on a 10 yards. And from there, what I want the athlete to do is start by pulling the toe to the top of the shoe. Once they pull the toe to the top of the shoe, what I want them to focus on is driving the thigh, popping the thigh up and pulling the toe up as well. So really they're just thinking in their mind, I'm thinking pop the thigh and pull the toe up at the same time. Boom, boom. So as you can see, I'm pulling the toe up and popping the thigh at the same time. And I'll actually have an athlete run through a series of 10-yard sprints where they're doing this over and over again in that scissor-like motion where I'm just teaching them to pop the thigh and then they're pulling down with the opposite glute as they pop that thigh. In addition to that, the next phase of that is to be able to teach the athlete how to utilize that with the butt kick. Now this, by adding in the butt kick, instead of them doing these back here, I'm actually teaching them to pop the thigh, but also butt kick as well. Now usually I do this before the single leg high knee, but this is an excellent drill to be able to teach an athlete on both legs to be able to pop the thigh and get that hamstring contraction in at the same time as they're doing that. So it kind of, instead of cycling, this is the first phase of them being able to get that triple flexion in the hip, knee, and right across the ankle. And that's usually the method that I get to be able to teach them that, and then be able to recover faster when they're sprinting and then going into that cycle. So utilize these 2 drills. Like I said, they can be used before those other drills, but like, it depends on the athlete. I might need to pull these, even though these are the beginning stages. I might need to utilize these on an advanced athlete. So try these out. Hope they help you guys out. I'll see you next time. Yo, what's going on, fellas? Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in getting faster as an athlete, go ahead and click my advanced series right here, where I provide you with free lessons to make you become faster. I'll see you inside.